Hello, good morning, everyone. In a few minutes, I'm going to interview Dr. Bjorn Ludwig, one of the most famous orthodontics professionals in the world. I'm so excited with this opportunity, and soon he's going to enter the room, and I'm going to record it to share with you. It's an honor, it's a pleasure. So let's wait just a few minutes because I'm so excited. Okay, we are recording. Good morning, Dr. Ludwig. How are you?
I'm well. In Germany, it's about 12 o'clock, so we are 6 hours ahead. So good morning.
Good morning. And I'm sure you want to eat something.
Yeah, sure. We will eat a little. Yeah.
Yes. So I won't take too much time from you. I'm very grateful you are here for a brief interview about some orthodontic topics. And I wanted to know if you could answer for us, how do you guide your students not to lose the balance between being updated on the news and having evidence-based criteria to work?
I think we are in a challenging area of orthodontics. You know, it's a wonderful profession, first of all. So I can just encourage everybody to get an orthodontist. I think it's the most beautiful discipline in dentistry because you have such a broad overview about surgery and periodontics and children and whatever. On the other hand, it's quite challenging because we have some evidence. We should read some journals like the American Journal or European Journal and all the good journals, Progress in Orthodontics. We should read some books. But then we have in nowadays social media, which is interesting. I mean, we connect, which is quite cool if we have Instagram and Facebook groups and whatever. But it can be misleading. And then we have all the new technology and I mean balancing like the good old knowledge, evidence base in books, then social media and high-tech technology. It's a huge struggle. So I see it's a very challenging era of orthodontics. Yeah. And then depending on the country you live in, and you have also economical problems and so it's not easy. But I try to guide my students and people who visit us with enthusiasm. I think the best thing is to love what you do. Try to be as honest as possible. And in American Journal, we have an author, Peter Greco, and he writes every month ethics in orthodontics, and ethics is a beautiful guideline because like he is doing things, writing articles like it's called Beware of the Herd. Yeah, so we should not allow companies, speakers, teachers, author, colleagues to force us in a certain direction, to abuse a certain clients. And I think ethics could be a good guide for us in a moment and in the future. Yeah, I think so. That's important, but also allow your inner struggles. I mean, there's not like when I was your age, I thought in orthodontics there is correct and incorrect, black or white. Yeah, but it's not there. It's a continuous struggle, and you have to question yourself almost every day again and again. But ethics could be a good North Star, a good line. Yeah.
Yes, you are totally right. And how can your students innovate while a student being in the office having criteria, sorry, judges?
I mean, it very much depends on the educational system. If you look at different countries, I'm allowed to travel a bit. Dental education and later on postgraduate students in orthodontics. The concepts vary a lot between different countries. If you are a student in Germany, it's very much different than being a student in England or being a student in Paraguay, yeah, or America. In Germany, to be honest, the undergraduate education, the education being done at university, it's quite old school. Yeah, we are basic rules. It didn't change too much since I was a student. So, you can say we have two concepts. University in Germany is there to get a certificate at the end. And I feel it's like the entrance license to start your profession. Yeah. And then part two is when you are finished with your dental studies or as a postgraduate, you have to kind of restart and get some international knowledge. This is a bit frustrating because sometimes I have to push the students, say, take it easy, breathe in, don't be frustrated. Get your license first, even if when you follow social media, whatever, you think, oh, I would so much like to see that. I would so much like to learn this. But maybe this is due to legal reasons, due to organization reasons, not possible. So, but step one, get your license. Step two, connect to international people. Go to the Italian conference, Spanish conference, South America, whatever. And then the fun starts, actually. And I see that in many, many countries that they are exposed to the interesting, the important things after they get the certificate.
Mm-hmm. Keep improving every day, isn't it?
Improving every day. I mean, you have the chance. Everybody has also the chance. That's a good point. I mean, you can say, oh, I'm a student, please, teacher, deliver the knowledge. But you could also say, which I have a lot, like we have postgraduate students with us in a moment. Her name is Vanessa. She puts it the other way. She said, yes, I have a chance. I can go and take it. I like to improve by myself. I think this is also important that, like you reached out to me and sent a message and that could be connect. That's a good point that everybody has an own chance. And that's maybe the positive thing on social media. When I was a student, I did not even have a computer. Yeah. Now you have your phone and if you like to, you can connect.
Yes, of course. When in the second issue, I would be thankful to talk with you. It's about the events do you find interesting for your student learning? It's better congresses or hands-on or little short courses of training, reading every day, like a step-by-step. Could you suggest for us, students, and for other teachers to get above the mediocrity?
I think the easiest way is to start with reading classical textbooks. So you get the basic like Graeber, Profit, or I think this is the backbone of our orthodontic community, reading the classic articles and classic textbooks. Step two could be following some really evidence-based journals, Progress in Orthodontics, American Journal, really sound, good scientific articles. Yeah, I think this is, I mean, before you enter a conference, you should have a certain knowledge. And then I think conferences are good to inspire. I mean, at conferences, you see some stimulating lectures and it inspires you. It gives a spark, lights up the spark in you. Who are you? I'm more the surgical type. I'm more interested in aesthetics, whatever. So conferences are good to gain some, inspiration and to create some network. I mean, especially when you're young, connecting, having others. So this is two. And then when you in conferences, you get a certain interest in a topic. I would then go to a hands-on course, to a dedicated course for one special topic. Yeah? But when you are at the beginning as a student, I would say reading books, it's mandatory. Let's read every day 5 to 10 pages. Then expose yourself to scientific articles is important because science is good. And start with a conference, because at the conference, you have a wide range. You see that orthodontics, it's a variety is big, and then after that you can pick some smaller courses. Maybe at the beginning of your career, be a bit careful about commercial courses, because I mean, in orthodontics there's a huge financial interest by companies, by speakers, by everybody to sell you something. Yeah. And when your knowledge, your experience, it's not so extended, yeah, it's easier to catch us. So I think with anything you attend, with any article you read, stay skeptical. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I thank you so much for this brief interview that I'm sure are going to change our lives, because you are one of the most famous professional in our area, and it's an honor. Thank you so much, Dr. Ludwig.
Thanks for your enthusiasm, and keep on doing such things. I mean, that's being active by yourself. It's kind of guarantees that you will succeed. So now have a coffee, because it's 6:50 now in your morning, and have a good day.
Yes, a coffee.
Thank
you. Good lunch. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
See you soon.